morning. It has been a while since I've done one of these behind the scenes cake life vlogs. If you are a regular watcher, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Tracy. I run Little Cherry Cake Company and I make bespoke birthday cakes, wedding cakes, and these vlogs are the behind the scenes of those cakes. I currently have one sat here. I have 3 cakes this week and this one is going to be turned into an olive. It is Wednesday, which means it is a ganaching day, so this is when the studio probably looks at one of its messiest days because ganache gets everywhere. Other messiest days is the final decoration where there's lots of little bits of offcuts of sugar paste. I'm just waiting for this layer of ganache to set and I'm going to give it its final layer. I'll tell you what else I'm working on a little bit later. Can we just take a minute to appreciate my new hot drink tumbler? How cool is this? Adam got it for me. My other hot drink tumblers usually have like a silicone lid and they'd started to split. And I said I needed a new one and then this arrived in the post. I absolutely love it. It's got Oogie Boogie on, obviously Halloween themed, Mickey's, Mickey and Minnie. We've got Donald and Daisy there as well in their outfits. Just lots of Halloweeny little bits and it keeps my tea warm for hours. So this is the second cake I'm working on this week and it's actually the challenge piece. So the Brigadiers in my online community have voted for the theme Disney Summer and I've decided to go with the very obvious choice of Olaf when he sings in summer. This video will go up after the deadline has passed, so that's absolutely fine. I can show you the making of it in this video, but I will be shooting a whole tutorial, so I will leave that linked below. It might be up or it might go up next week, but I will link it. And I'm going to be creating a sand colour, so I'm starting with my white sugar paste. I have a big ball of brown here and some leftover yellow. Just taking some of my leftover yellow, I'm going to start kneading that into the white to see kind of how yellow it gets. I have to excuse the noise from outside. I have my windows open today because it is slightly warm. Now, as this is a challenge piece, it means I am pretty much making it for no reason other than for a tutorial on YouTube. So what I decided to do is see if I could sell this off super cheap so I get some of my cost back, somebody local gets a nice cheap cake, and I've set up a local group for this exact reason, for either giving freebies away when I'm trialing a new flavour, surplus challenge cakes, offers and discounts around like maybe Christmas and things like that. It's very new. I already have about 80 members, but I cannot yet sell this cake. I know it's hard for people to visualise what it's going to look like, but I'm only selling this cake for £25. If you're a cake maker watching this, you'll know how cheap that is. Your jaw may have hit the floor. It was only £25, like I said. I'm not going to be using it for any other reason. It's just to give somebody a cheap cake, and I can't even get rid of it at that price. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, because it just goes to show the state of, well, the cost of living. £25 we know as cake makers is like insanely cheap, yet I've had no takers just yet. Hopefully when they see the whole cake finished, they'll have a little bit more confidence and maybe want to buy it. But right now, that's where we're up to. Right, so I've got my yellowish colour. It's still got lots of streaks in where I haven't fully incorporated it yet, but now I'm going to add a little bit of brown to this to turn it more of a sandy colour. Now this brown is one of my favourites. This is the actual Renshaw's Choco Roll, so it's chocolate flavoured sugar paste. I'm not a fan of their chocolate coloured or their brown coloured sugar paste. It's got too much of a red undertone, whereas the actual chocolate flavoured one is a really lovely rich brown. So I try to buy that where I can. Right, so I have that brown mixed in now. I'm going to add some more yellow. Because this is a cartoony Disney cake, we're going for cartoony colours as well. So I'm going to actually add some more yellow to this to make it a lot brighter. Right, so that's one cake partially covered. We've got the sand and wave on that one. And now I'm about to start covering this olive. And when I say olive, it is the cutest olive. I am making this out of cake. I initially thought this was a Jellycat. It looks very similar to a Jellycat plush, but it's not, it's a Swizzles. So Swizzles is the people who make the Love Heart sweets. And I didn't even realise they had their own little range of plushies. So one of them is this Olive, because the birthday girl is called Olive. So I'm going to do this exact thing here, but in the heart I think I'm going to put her age in there and then put the name across the bottom of the board. So I've got to cover this in green next. This is obviously the little Olive. It is now Thursday, literally as you were watching, as I was putting like the eyes, mouth and leaves on, that was me just done this morning. And now I'm moving on to the Olaf cake, but I also baked another cake last night, so the next cake after this one is a 2-tier that we're delivering on Saturday night. This one's going tomorrow, this one's going tomorrow, and then I've got one we're delivering Saturday night. But do you know when I said I'd never heard of the Love Hearts Swizzles plush range? Are you joking? Are you joking? This has been sat on top of my printer pretty much ever since I came into the studio. Somebody sent me this for my birthday, and I have no idea, it didn't come with any name or note or anything, it just came through the post, and I did post in the vlogs when I got it, and no one's come forward to say who gave me it, but it's been sat on top of my printer and I didn't even realise. It is a Swizzles Love Hearts plush. So yeah, it seems I've been making one as a cake and didn't even know I owned one. So I mentioned I didn't have a buyer yet for this one, and luckily last night someone came forward to claim it for £25. I did a little live video to explain that it was still available and this is what it currently looks like. I didn't want to decorate it further because I needed some sort of name to go across the front. So I was hoping somebody would come forward with a name so I could then place that across the front as the next step and then do Olaf on the top. So I'm very glad this has now got a home to go to, and that's what I'm going to be working on next. Before I forget, I have a finished second cake. This one obviously is the challenge piece that has been turned into a tutorial, so I can't really film both with 2 cameras at the same time. But here is how it looks. He is looking super chilled here on the beach with his little drink and a little straw in it. We are delivering this one tomorrow. This one is leaving tomorrow morning, and I am now working on the 2-tier. So this is the bottom tier, I've got the top tier to do. They need finishing, like their final layer before I can put sugar paste on them. So I am nearly done, and then we go to York at the weekend. I don't know if I've already mentioned this because I forget what I've said and where, because I have like my Cherry Brigade, Facebook, forum, vlogs, Instagram stories, my new local group, so I forget who I've told things to and what I might have said already. I've got a different top on because I slopped dinner down it. Had ravioli for my dinner. It slopped right in the bowl and splashed all over my top, so I had to change it. But I'm gonna see how far I can get with this 2-tier because I've only got an hour and a bit left to work. And then we're going to collect a bike. So I have been selling lots of stuff that I don't need. So on Facebook Marketplace, I've been selling lamps and plants and decor. On eBay, we've been selling DVDs. So Adam sold his Star Trek DVDs and things like that. And then we're using that money to buy somebody else's second-hand tat. We've bought Adam a bike. I was initially looking for a bike as well, but because I'm only 5'1", they're quite hard to come by when you need like a junior sized bike. So Adam We found Adam one quite easily because he's like a regular height. So we're going to collect that tonight. It's just a little second-hand one, nothing fancy. It cost us £60. And then I'm going to get one as well, just to see if it can get us out the house a little bit more. I mean, we do go for walks anyway, but it will also save on petrol for work runs. Now, we can't do it every single day because I have cakes to ferry back and forth, and I don't want to be doing that on a bike. But yeah, just thought I would tell you what we're up to tonight, and then whole day tomorrow I can then work on this 2-tier. Hello, it is now Friday and it's actually 1:30 in the afternoon. I have just been beavering away on this cake, forgetting to pick the camera up and just getting into the zone and decorating, because when I have to stop to film, everything takes a little bit longer. As you can see, my cakes have not yet gone. One is being collected today, I'm delivering the other one after work. So I'm just kind of keep refreshing my emails to see what time this one's leaving today. We collected Adam's bike. So now I'm still on the search for one that fits me. My tiny little 5'1" frame. It's hard to get back into the swing of vlogging because I haven't spoken to you most of the day, and you're probably going to see this cake when it's completed. I'll try and film bits of me making it. I'm making red right now for the name across the front, but I'll probably chat to you about the design and what it's based on when I show you it. But is anybody else who is a business owner finding it really hard just to keep up with everything? And by that I mean like social media, making reels, taking photos, maybe you do YouTube videos, maybe you do your vlogging on TikTok or Instagram, things like that, as well as do the actual job you're supposed to be doing. Because if you don't do these things on socials, it's like you don't exist, it's like you're not even there. But then you have to make posts as a way of advertising. And I'm just finding it really hard at the moment just to keep up. This has been the first vlog in a while. I'm failing at it. I haven't uploaded anything to my Instagram for a while. I have no ideas for reels. I just want to make my cakes. I just want to come into work, put my music on, make my cakes. But everything is just so intense to keep on top of. So let me know in the comments if this is you. But I have my aircon humming away in the background. You can probably hear it because it's very loud. But it's about 22 degrees outside, which means that's usually 24 or 26 in the studio. So I've got my aircon on and it is currently 21, so it's still very warm here even with it on. Not great for working in, but it's bliss when you walk outside and feel the sun on your skin for a change instead of rain. But I'm going to carry on with the lettering and I'll show you where I'm up to in a little bit and explain the design. It is now 9 PM. Since we last spoke, I continued on the cake, went home for tea, delivered the other cake, got rid of the other one, and now I came back and finished this off. It is 9 PM now. It is still 20.5 degrees in the studio, so I still have my aircon unit on. But here is the 2-tier cake. Now, this is 2 different shows. So the bottom is based on one called Murder Drones, and this character is called Uzi. So I decided to do like the whole head of her because it's very like purple, dark skulls. It's kind of like a robot sort of themed show. And then the one above it is also kind of like the same sort of company that's made it, called The Amazing Digital Circus. Completely different, circus themed. Very weird characters on here. So this is called Jax. He's like a very tall, skinny sort of rabbit character, and this is Pomni. Now, as I understand it, there's only 2 episodes of this show, but it's super popular. I do always watch some of the shows, so I watch some of Murder Drones and watch some of Digital Circus to kind of get the vibe of the different shows, so that I'm able to design something. So Tyler's name is in the matching font of the show. It's very, like I said, circus, red, yellow, so there's red and yellow stripes all the way around the back in dice and like shapes and things. Yes, you can probably tell how long it took me to make Pomni. So many different patterns there. Even the eyes are like red and blue sort of triangle-y shapes. So I'm actually going to box this up and take it home because it's going to be cooler at home than it is here in the living room in its box. So we can deliver this one tomorrow night. Hello, I needed to end the vlog. I am now starting a new vlog for a new week, so I needed to end this one. And I was panicking a little bit because I've been editing in it and it's quite short. I think it's about 13-14 minutes long when they're usually about 20 odd minutes long, and I was panicking like, oh, it's not long enough. And then I thought, there is no rules. It's me that has set the 20-minute rule, and I can break the 20-minute rule if I want to. And it's pointless just filming for the sake of filming when I'm trying to fill the space with something really boring. So, short vlog this week, but I'm starting a new vlog right now that will probably pop up next week, and I'm making a 3-2 wedding cake. So leave me a comment below if you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to check back for my next one. I'll see you then.